People seem to think I'm nuts for riding a Brompton to the top of Mount Evans. Maybe I am. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got something very special planned. Today I'm going on the hardest bike ride I have ever done in my entire life on any bike, and I'm doing it on the Brompton. Today we're going to be riding to the top of Mount Evans, which is 14,265 feet into the air. That is killer, guys. That's some over 4,000 meters in the air, so yeah. I'm heading to the Greyhound bus station right now. We're taking a bus out to Idaho Springs, and from there I'm going to ride all the way up Mount Evans, or at least I'm going to try to. I'm kind of a little concerned about this trip. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. I made it up to Idaho Springs. It's kind of a beautiful town, nestled in the Rocky Mountains. Getting ready to ride my Brompton up Mount Evans. Now this is not going to be easy. The fact of the matter is, I don't know how this is going to work out. I've never been up to the elevation that I'm going up to, or at least I'm going to try to go up to. I've never been up to that elevation before. I don't know how my body's going to react to this, guys. It could shut down completely. I might make it halfway up and just bonk out. I don't know. This is going to be by far the hardest ride I've ever done in my entire life. So I don't know how I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. That's the whole thing. I don't know. We won't know until we try. Me and the Brompton are definitely going to give it our best shot. The coolest thing is, because of COVID-19, the Mount Evans road is closed. It's a 2-lane road, the highest paved road in North America. There isn't a road that's higher. It should be a fairly pleasant ride. You don't have to worry about those cars buzzing by you on a 2-lane windy mountain road, you know? Okay, let's get to it. This is not really going to be easy, and I have a feeling I'm going to suffer a lot today, but the views hopefully will be spectacular, and it'll be well worth the suffering. I think that's Echo Lake, guys. That might be Echo Lake. Pretty awesome, isn't it? There's actually a slight flat for a little while. Crazy. It's Mount Evans Highway. This is where the brutality really begins. Yeah, that's Echo Lake Lodge right over there. Most people bring their bicycles up to this point and then they ride the rest of the way up to Mount Evans, those who cycle up. I didn't only see a couple of people ride up the way I went, which is all the way from Idaho Springs all the way up here. And now we still have the whole mountain way to go. So yeah, it's gonna be a grueling ride, no doubt. Okay, so Mount Evans is 14 miles to the summit. I've come halfway so far at this point. I am, let's see, 10,699 feet at this point. And I'm telling you what, I kind of wish I listened to Chuck and put the 8% reduced gearing on this bike, because it's got the 8% over gearing. I tell you, me and the Brompster, we're not doing too bad. That's a hell of a drop off, guys. Hell of a drop off. Isn't that a beautiful sight? The landscape, I mean, not the Brompton. The Brompton's beautiful, we all know that. But look at the landscape, guys. That is awesome. Woo! We're not to the top yet. We still got a good ways to go, I imagine. I think it's way over there or something, I don't know. Never been up here before. I just like to take time, you know. I know you got these little fousey guys with the spandex and they're riding up the hills like, you know, like crazy, you know, trying to, you know, beat their Strava times or whatever. But I'm not doing that. I'm riding up the hill at a decent pace, not trying to overexert myself or nothing, partially because I don't know how the altitude's gonna affect me, but on top of that, I want to stop and see beautiful scenery like this. This is what Brompton Adventure is all about, guys. I love it. I love it to death. It is like awesome. Oh my God, there's Echo Lake. So we basically have climbed a lot. People seem to think I'm nuts for riding a Brompton to the top of Mount Evans. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I have so much fun on this bike. This is a steep, steep grade we're on right now. Slow going right now. This is a hell of a grade right here. The view is undeniably spectacular. I love it. I can sit here and look at this for days, guys. I think the altitude is starting to affect me a little bit. I'm at 12,000 feet right now. I got 2 more 1,000 feet to go. There's Summit Lake, guys. And that's the summit. I'm starting to get really cold. Well, we made it to the 3rd landmark, Summit Lake. I assume the summit's up there somewhere, or maybe up there, I don't know. Hey, little fella. mountain goats. Brahmi's doing so good so far, guys. Although I'm very worried about this descent. This road, when you go up to the summit, is really rough. I might have to walk this down or at least ride really slowly. I'm probably going to wear out my brakes, because when you hit stuff like this with wheels this small, it's not the safest thing in the world. It is what it is. I mean, you like your folding bike, you're going to ride it everywhere, and that includes to the top of a 14,000 foot mountain. You know, we could take a shortcut and just walk to Brompton up to that point, because like, we're at Summit Lake right now, according to the Garmin. 22 distance. We literally have 6 miles left to go. 6 miles and about 1,200 feet, something like that. We're almost there. All right, time to stop loafing and get back to work. Come on, Brahmi. Come on, just a little bit more. You can do it. You can do it. I'm starting to feel the effects of the altitude like crazy. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Please don't start raining. It's cold, man. I don't want to be wet and freezing. Guys, the end is in sight. Look. It's right there. It's the summit. That's the top. Well, guys, I made it up. Made it to the top. Look at it, it's snowing. That's crazy. It is unbelievably beautiful up here. I'd like to stay a while, but I really got to start heading back down if I'm going to make it back to Idaho Springs in enough time. It took me a lot longer to get up here than I thought it would. Towards the last, I don't know, maybe 1,000, 1,500 feet, I was really struggling. The altitude is definitely, I'm definitely not used to the altitude. So, yeah, it has definitely been a very, very hard ride. Whew, man, and I did it on a Brompton, which a lot of people can't believe. The Brompton, it did it. Well, I'm gonna ride back down to Idaho Springs. It's getting really cold up here. I mean, like really cold. Okay, The scariest part of the ride is now coming up, okay? It's going to be easier as far as physical effort, but it's going to be very, very scary. The reason why is because due to the fact that the winter beats up the roads up at this altitude, the roads are crap. They're cracked, there's lots of potholes, there's uneven surfaces, and when you get going on a Brompton down a mountain, you're going pretty freaking fast. And in that case, you're going to you're definitely going to be you're going to be doing this number. You're going to be wobbling. So yeah, it could get dangerous. It could get very, very dangerous. So this is going to be the scariest part of the ride. The scariest part.